I spent the last 7 years living in the United States. And those of you that know me know that I spent the last 3 of those years complaining about living in the United States. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dora and I created this channel to step out of my comfort zone and so that I could share my experience living in Portugal as a digital nomad. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. Today's topic is very personal to me and something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. I will be sharing the 5 main differences I've noticed after moving back to Europe from the United States. And make sure that you stay till the end because the last one was a big contributor to my personal development. Just to give a little background, if you don't know my story, I was basically born in Hungary. When I was 8 years old, we moved to London with my family, and then at 18 years old, I moved to the United States for college to play college tennis. And I lived there for about 7 years until a few months ago when me and my husband moved to Portugal to become digital nomads. And by the way, if you want to get my free downloadable digital nomad checklist that will help you get started to become a nomad, it is down below in the description, and you will also get a free planner with it. So go check that out. So a few of the biggest reasons I wasn't really enjoying the US towards the end were, the food, the healthcare system, some of the politics, and then also the fact that I wasn't really able to travel anywhere towards the end because I was in the process of getting my green card. So in order for you to be able to travel, you have to get the green card first, because while you're in the process, you won't be able to come back to the country. I kind of felt trapped and stuck. And these reasons were making Europe, in my mind, seem like a paradise. A place where I thought everything was perfect and amazing, and it's a place where I envision settling down in the future. You know how it is, the grass is always greener on the other side. But actually, moving back to Europe after all these years brought some unexpected realization. And I wanted to share with you guys from my personal experience what I found different in coming back to Europe. So I think one of the biggest things for me coming back here was the space. In America, you have these spacious houses.
Public places are spacious. You have so much space around.
Personal space is really a thing, because if anybody gets maybe like 1 meter, 2 meters away from you, they're like, excuse me, whatever. I found that kind of weird being in America, but now coming back to Europe, I'm like, okay, maybe that's a little bit better, because here I'm in the grocery shop, just in a random aisle looking for something, and then somebody just like reaching over me, like not even saying anything. They just think it's normal, like to get so close to me, almost touching me. Sometimes they even touch me. So yeah, that's kind of one of the biggest things that I found different here. And also, there's not much space to walk on the pavements. There's always people walking. You have to like squeeze your way through the people. You can't really walk side by side to your friends because there's always so many people and there's only place for like one person sometimes to walk on the pavement. So the second thing I want to get into is convenience. I feel like in Europe, there's much less of I would say an emphasis on convenience. So in America, grocery stores, not all of them, but most of them are open pretty much 24/7. If you are working at 10 p.m. and you get home and you're like, oh, I have no food, you can go wherever you want. You can even go to like a restaurant, you can go to Walmart. I used to just go to Walmart in college with my friends at midnight just for fun, because that was what we could do at that time. Here, no. There are some grocery stores that are open until midnight, but most of them close at 9 p.m. So if you need anything after 9 p.m., good luck trying to find something, because it just doesn't exist. And that's something that I've kind of had to adjust my lifestyle to. You have to go to the store during the day when there's not too many people. Like in the evening, around 6 p.m. is where there are most people. So you have to go around noon, maybe 10 a.m. And that's probably the best time to go. But yeah, you have to really, really plan ahead here. And moving into my next difference that I've seen in Europe is obviously the food. everybody talks about it. You know, European food is, I might be biased, but it's a lot better than American food. American food, a lot of fast food tastes really good, very addictive, very high in chemicals. I felt like my skin definitely got clearer. Since I've been here, I've been less bloated. It's just the quality of the food is a lot better. So the fourth thing I wanted to mention on here with all the differences from moving to Europe from America are the people. I feel like in America, you're just walking down the street. If you pass somebody, you say hi. You know, I mean, at least where I lived in Texas, Colorado, people were just really, really friendly. And they would always be willing to talk and always wanted to talk and were really, really loud. And honestly, I feel like most parts of Europe are completely different to that. I feel like Portugal, though, people are still really friendly. I mean, they wouldn't be saying hi on the street to you like that. But if you need any help, they would definitely be there to help you. They're a bit more closed off, like they just talk to their circle. But I feel like most Portuguese people are very friendly if you ask them for help or if you ask them something, especially if you talk to them in their language. They definitely love that. But yeah, I think that's a big difference that I've seen is obviously people being a lot more closed off. I mean, I guess we're like in the kind of the center area of the city where, you know, people are like jam-packed, so you don't want to be talking to everybody because there's so many people. You kind of get annoyed by them, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, and the last thing that I wanted to mention, which is one of the most important things I kind of wanted to base this video on, is comfort. In America, I mean, imagine your amazing apartment. I don't know if you guys have been to America, but if you live there or if you have been there, you look at all the apartments with that open kitchen, super modern, everything. Well, you don't really get that in Europe, or I mean, you do, but for a higher price, like a lot higher price. So the apartment we had in Colorado, which is like my favorite thing about Colorado, honestly, it was 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. It was massive. I don't know how many square feet it was, but it was really, really big, and it had an island, kitchen. Kitchen was amazing. It's my favorite thing. So for that apartment, we paid, I think, $1,800 a month, but here we would be paying like 500 more at least per month, if not more, because sometimes, yeah, you have to pay even more because there are just not many modern buildings. There are not many new built infrastructure. Most of the buildings are really old, and so you really have to pay that extra price if you want to get something modern. But I think that's one thing that I really was lucky to kind of get out of. When you're comfortable somewhere, you just don't want to get out of it. It's like staying in your comfort zone. But here's a lesson I've learned. I mean, comfort zones are nice, don't get me wrong. I love that apartment. But they can also be very, very limiting. And it's very easy to kind of become complacent and resist change. And so I think personally it's really, really important to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And it was definitely not easy for us to move here to Portugal, where we don't even really speak the language, and we don't live in as nice of an apartment and not as nice of an area either, really. We don't have a car, we don't have any of the conveniences that we had in the US, but it definitely made us grow. It made us step out of that comfort and push ourselves to be better, get a change of perspective, and grow our mindset as well. So whenever you're thinking about moving to a new country or just trying something new, remember that on the other side of that is growth, is what will make you get better. Embrace the discomfort and you'll be amazed at what things you can achieve. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you feel motivated, go watch my first ever YouTube video linked over here. But until next time, keep growing, keep exploring, and see you in the next video. Bye.